What's up, everybody? So we are doing something I've been wanting to do for a long time. Yes, we have BC Racing coilovers. So I'm gonna get right to the point. I know everybody's watching this to try and see how to install the rears, how to adjust them. So I'm gonna just start with this. I actually started this yesterday. I put on the rears first because I knew it was going to be a problem, so I apologize because I did not record. I just wanted to focus on what I was doing, so I'll try to explain the best I can with some visual representation of what to do. So, all right, so if you guys are planning on doing this, I suggest you start from the rears first because it's a pain. So the rear setup is different from most. It's not a McPherson strut, which is basically the strut and the coil over it, or the spring over it. So you're gonna have the struts separate from the spring. So when you get everything out, it's just a couple bolts and then a lot of force. I'll try to show you guys a little bit later, but what was so confusing to me was they don't tell you that the instructions are not so clear, so they don't tell you this or what to reuse or what not to reuse. So when you take the old strut off the car, you're gonna have, from the bottom, you're gonna have a little rubber like bushing, like a rubber bushing that goes over the top like this, and you stick it in from the bottom, and then on the top you're gonna reuse the you're gonna have a new bolt, of course, a new nut, excuse me, and then you're gonna reuse the, starting to rain, you're gonna reuse the top rubber bushing as well. So in essence, when you stick this in, you're gonna have just a rubber bushing. You're gonna reuse the old rubber bushing that's gonna be here. You're gonna put it on a new strut, rubber bushing here, stick it inside the car, and then from the top you're gonna reuse the other rubber bushing from the top, and then the new nut that comes with it, and then you just tighten everything down. Now, as far as setting this up, I've seen so many videos. I don't know what's up with people putting the adjustment part on the bottom of the car. I guess if you read the instructions and it tells you to put it on the bottom, I guess, but mine specifically said the adjustment part goes on the top. So you're gonna take this out. You're gonna take this little rubber stop here, and you're gonna put in the new coil, and it's gonna have its own brand new bottom base rubber bushing, and then it's gonna have quite a couple of rubber bushings as well, and then the adjustment in between there. But you just basically just don't touch it. Just leave it the way it is and just stick it in the car. And the way they adjust it, it's trial and error, honestly. You're gonna put it on the car, check the height, take it off, and then you just twist the knobs. I forgot if it was counterclockwise or clockwise to make it lower or higher. I have to refer back to the instructions. But yeah, you're not gonna use any of this. None of, at least in my case for the BC Racing, you're not gonna use any of this. The brand new spring comes with its own rubber base and the top mount, the top adjuster, and everything that goes together. So you don't want to touch that. But the problem I was having was that it didn't tell you any of that. It didn't tell you what to reuse. It didn't tell you, you know, where to put what. So my issue was the new strut. This little washer here on the BC Racing, and then this little sleeve collar, you can actually take it off. For whatever reason, I took it off, and then I put this little washer on top and then the rubber bushing, and it would not. When I put it in, the threads, there was like no threads for me to put the nut on. So I was like, something's wrong, but the instructions wouldn't tell you that. So you just leave everything how it is, and then you use the, like I said before, you take it off. You're gonna see a rubber bushing. Just reuse that, put it on the new strut, and then when you put it into the top, you're gonna reuse the top rubber bushing and the new nut that comes with it. I don't understand what's so hard about them telling you what to reuse, but it took me forever to try and figure that out. Hopefully that'll help some of you guys out. Out the box, you can see OEM on the left, EC on the right, and it's like, wow. If I was just to throw that on the car right now, boy, I'll be slammed. So let's do a quick adjustment. So the way you adjust it is you loosen the bottom locking nut, and then you take the bottom and you twist it either counterclockwise or clockwise, either lower or raise it. So after a lot of trial and error, I finally got the stance that I want. Close the wheel gap up. Gonna go get an alignment, and that's it. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video.